this is what you want to start looking at on, weekly basis or a minimum monthly basis to see how much money you're spending on each marketing channel that you have. So in this case, I can see that I spend, $1,000 on my probate list in Marigold City, and then I've spent $2,500 on my Hammond. And then even though I've gotten, 27 leads from my Hammond, but only got 2 leads, but the 2 leads that I got, I made $100,000 from that. And then I can see my cost per lead, cost per deal, and ROI. So what ROI tells you is for every dollar that you're putting in your marketing, how much money are you making from that? So as you start putting in more and more money into your marketing, this will keep getting updated in cost per lead, and cost per deal will keep getting updated in real time. So if I went back and I said, let's say I spent another, $5,000 in my list of direct mail. It is okay. So if I do this, I go back. So right now my cost per lead is $500. My cost per deal is $1,000. My ROI is $101. But once I put in additional numbers that I have in the system, and I go back to marketing, so you see this got updated in real time, and my cost per lead went up, my cost per deal went up, and my ROI went down. So as you're spending more money in marketing, if your revenue isn't going up, your cost per deal cost per lead and cost per deal would keep going up, and then your ROI would keep coming down. So you started out with, let's say, spend $1,000, you made $10,000 on your marketing. You spent $1,000 in marketing and you made $10,000 from it. So for every dollar that you put in, you make $10. Now you spend another $1,000, you've only made $10,000 so far. Your ROI or your return on investment would now be 5 because you spent $2,000 and you've only made $10,000 from it. So your ROI is 5, meaning for every dollar that you put into marketing so far, you've only made $5 in your business. So then it would start getting adjusted. As you make more money, your ROI would go up. As you spend more in marketing, your ROI would come down. So that's why it's important that you look at the numbers on a weekly basis. What we did in our business was we started looking at a direct mail tends to be very, very consistent. So what we're doing in our business, looking at our numbers was, so some paper leads that we're doing are working okay, but not as well as what we had hoped for. So we're digging a little bit more into it on specific, reasons why those leads that we receive from paper lead or PPC, why, those didn't convert as well as we had hoped for. But we're going back to our basics, the fundamentals of doing more direct mail. So for direct mail, we're in a small market. So first of all, we looked at our top 5 performing cities. And those are the 5 cities that we're going to go into in our county. And then we're going to go in and pull a list of very simple absentee lists with 30% or more equity, and they've owned their house for 5 years. And plus we'll include unknown equity and unknown last sale date, and then just send them direct mail to those 5 cities. We're not doing homeowners. For now, we're only doing absentee owners with high equity, and they've owned their houses for 5 years. Plus including unknown equity and unknown last sale date. Again, those were all based on the decisions, on the numbers that we looked at, on what's working in our business and what's not working. So I highly recommend do this minimum once a month. Just look at the numbers, how much money you spend, how many leads you receive, how many appointments did you go on, how many offers did you make, and what marketing channel is actually working and not working in your business.